and it will be given to you.
Australian Mercy,
Here to help serve struggling families.
when they can no longer cope.
We help bring some hope.
So why not donate now?
We had a table set up in the City Hall and we had people placed all over the city.
We raised over $12,000.
With this money, we will be able to continue to help families in crisis in Perth.
After consulting the people, the king appointed singers to walk ahead of the army, singing to the Lord and praising him for his holy splendor. This is what they sang. Give thanks to the Lord, his faithful love endures forever.
God really led us in a process of looking at the area, looking at our history first of all, of where we've come from, the vision that God has given us as YWAM Perth to be a modern Antioch.
The 2 Chronicles 20, where we see that the Israelites were instructed to have the worshipers at the front of the army, and as they worshipped, God brought salvation.
The king appointed singers to walk ahead of the army, singing to the Lord and praising him for his holy splendor. Train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it.
Pete and Cheryl just talked about the importance of training your child to function in the will of God, whether that's bringing them to intercession, bringing them to Monday morning worship on outreach, just how teaching them to love the will of God so that when they get older they won't resent the will of God, but they'll embrace it and love it themselves.
So what I learned was that as parents we're trusting God for our children's salvation, and one of the ways that we do that is just through making an event of prayer in our families.
Something that stood out to me was more to do with disciplining our children and teaching them forgiveness and teaching them how to pray out forgiveness when they've done something wrong. Not just to say sorry, but to know why it's wrong. And we really want our kids to understand that and be able to process it with God and not just with us.
Something I was encouraged by was the different ways that we can include our children in hearing from God as a family.
How then can they call on the one they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one of whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone preaching to them? And how can they preach unless they are sent?
Well, we just had an opportunity to go to schools and churches and meet with pastors and share with them about who we are in YWAM Perth and what we do and opportunities to partner with us.
The responses that we got from people who we met on the tour was really positive, and we have 2 girls that are going to be applying for the April DTS.